All right, and we are live. Good evening po sa inyong lahat mga kaguro. And of course, welcome back to Gurong Pinoy. Tonight's discussion is very special because tonight we are not going to be talking about the licensure exam for teachers, but tonight our focus is your CSE. So tonight we are having our career service examination orientation. This is just a very short discussion. No? So napaka-short lamang po, napaka-iksi lamang ang ating discussion tonight. Again, our focus would just be your CSE. What is CSE all about? Ano nga ba yung mga components ng inyong CSE exam? What is the difference between the CSE professional level at ano naman itong yung pagkakaiba niya sa sub-professional level? How would you prepare for your upcoming CSE exam? No? Your CSE na pala, because that's career service examination. No need na for the exam. All right, so again tonight we will be having your career service examination orientation. And of course, let's start with this picture on the screen. Okay, so the first picture that we have here, it says, conquer your fears. If this is the first time that you will be taking the CSE, no, maaring ikaw ay fresh grad, then well and good, no? Pero marami sa ating mga kababayan na ilang beses na pong sumusubok na mag-take ng CSE at napakahirap na ipasa, no, or kanilang maipasa yung CSE, lalong-lalo na kapag hindi maganda yung preparation or kulang yung preparation. And so right now or tonight, we are doing this for you to conquer your fears, okay? Para hindi kayo kabahan when you take your CSE, and of course, para alam ninyo how to tackle the different questions that you have in your CSE, okay? So conquer your fears. Now, una-una, I would like to ask you, no, sa ating members ng ating CSE exclusive group dyan sa Gurong Pinoy, I would like to ask you, how many times have you taken the CSE? Okay, wag po tayong mahiya, no? Okay lang po kahit na ilang beses na tayong nag-try, ilang beses na tayong sumubok, or maaaring this is your first time to be taking the CSE, please write that in our comment box. Again, paki-write po, ilang beses na kayong nag-try na mag-take ng CSE. At maaaring kung kayo ay medyo veterano na, no, sa pag-take ng CSE, maaaring makapulutan din ng aral yung inyong experience sa mga kapwa nating member dyan po sa ating CSE exclusive group. Okay, so again, the first question is, how many times have you tried taking the CSE? Okay, first, sabi ni Ma'am Kathleen Grace Marshall, good evening po. Ngayon pa lang po susubok si Sir John Irvan Rivera, good evening. Okay, 4 times na naligwak si Sir Poch Kulit or Ma'am Poch Kulit. Okay, 4 times nang naligwak, no? So I think our member here, co-member si Poch Kulit, ay makakapag-attest, no, na kung paano napakahirap talaga maipasa yung CSE. Okay, 1, sabi ni Ma'am Annalisa Ranilla, Ma'am Shaira Harajin, okay. Sir John Tong, 2nd. First time, Ma'am Mills Pakuan, good evening po. 4 times, Ma'am Libay. Ngayon pa lang, sabi ni Ma'am Shaira Haraji. Okay, first time, sabi ni Facebook user, hindi ko po nakikita yung ibang names niyo, no? Every time that we have our live stream through StreamYard, meron pong link dyan kung saan you have to allow StreamYard para po makapag-comment kayo. And of course, para nakikita ko po yung inyong names when you are commenting. Ma'am Christine Rama, first time. Ma'am Gina Cornelio, maraming ligwak na. Sabi ni Ma'am Sarah May Lamparas, first time. Ma'am Rosel or Sir Roselio, Ma'am Roselio, Emily Hapinan. Okay, so again, nakakakaba, no? And so prior to us going live stream or going online, before we actually had a physical review center, no, we used to be called Study Link Review and Tutorial Center. And we have handled so many students sa CSE at marami na po tayong passers sa CSE, no? So we are the number 1 CSE review center sa Western Visayas, hindi lamang sa Iloilo, kundi pati na rin sa Bacolod, no? Meron po kami mga branches dyan dati. Bago nag-pandemic, of course, and bago kami napunta ng Amerika. And so minsan, kapag kami ay nag-market, at kami ay, of course, karamihan sa mga kaguro natin, karamihan sa mga kababayan na natin na gustong mag-take ng CSE, ayun pong nagtatrabaho sa mga munisipyo, no? And usually, if we try to approach them and we tell them that we are doing this review for CSE, ay kabadong-kabado na sila. Yung iba parang may phobia na, okay? And this is precisely the reason why we have to conquer your fears and why we have to know what the CSE is para alam po natin kung paano natin siya mapaghahandaan. Okay, so again, this is to conquer your fears, and of course, this is your orientation for your career service examination. All right, now the first question here is what is CSE? Okay, ano nga ba yung CSE? Sa mga first timer natin, maaring medyo cloudy pa, na medyo hindi pa klaro ano ba yung CSE, ano ba makikita kong question sa CSE. Okay, yung CSE po is an examination implemented for recruitment and admission to the civil service. Kaya nga minention ko kanina na karamihan sa mga nagtitake ng CSE ay yung mga nagtatrabaho sa munisipyo. This is for civil service. Pero ngayon, kahit yung mga private entities, no, yung mga private businesses, ay nag-check na rin po whether you are a passer of the CSE during the hiring process. Because of course, if you are a passer of the CSE, that means meron kang karampatang skills, no? Meron kang skills, meron kang knowledge, meron kang abilities to do clerical work, for example, or you have enough analogy and logic reasoning, or meron kang numerical reasoning, etc. Okay? Pero karamihan nga po ay yung mga nagtatrabaho sa munisipyo. Okay, this is a method to achieve an effective, rational public administration on a merit system. Now, karamihan sa ating mga estudyante, mga nagtatrabaho sa munisipyo, at yung reason din nila sometimes to take the CSE is para ma-regularize, para maging regular sa munisipyo, or dili kaya ay para mas maging mataas ang posisyon, mas maging mataas ang sahod. Okay, because this is a way, or this is a merit system in the government. No? So tinitingnan, nirarank kayo, tinitingnan yung mga qualifications mo, at isa sa mga malalaking edge ang pagiging passer ng CSE. No? Okay, we continue with our next slide. Now, this is your CSE exam schedule. Your exam is going to be on March 26, 2023. That's a Sunday. Kasabay po ito ng ating licensure exam for teachers. The filing of application is from December 14th until 21st of this year. And so, the application po is on a first-come, first-served basis. Kaya, once pumatak po yung December 14, dapat po pumunta na kayo kaagad sa pinakamalapit niyong Civil Service Commission. Otherwise, baka maubusan kayo ng slots ay hindi po kayo makakapag-exam. Okay? So, again, wag po magmanya na habit, no? Kailangan as soon as possible makapag-file po kayo. Minsan, hindi na umaabot ng December 21st. Pag naubos na yung slots, close na po yung filing ng application for your CSE. Okay? So, mas maaga, dapat makapag-apply po kayo. Please take note of our filing of application that would start on December 14th of this year. Okay, now these are your application requirements. Unang-una, you will have your application forms. No, that's a CSE Form 100. I will be posting this later sa ating pong exclusive Gurong Pinoy Civil Service online na review group, no? Meron po tayong review group for civil service, and I will be posting your application form there later so that you can just easily download it. You can fill it in, no? So para po makompleto nyo yung inyong application form. Para pag pumunta kayo sa inyong Civil Service Commission, ready na ang ating form. Okay, 4 pieces, passport size pictures. Meron po mga tuntunin, no, kung ano po yung mga gagawin nyo. Dapat white background, etc. So, I'd also advise you to please check the Civil Service Commission na website. Okay, but I would also be including this in the posts later doon po sa ating exclusive FB group for our CSE. Okay, valid ID. You should have the original and the photocopy. At ito pong ID ninyo ay kailangan din pong dalhin sa inyong testing center, no? Sa inyong school assignment when you take the CSE. Okay, so dapat the same ID na ginamit nyo to apply or to file for an application, dadalhin nyo po yan once you go to your school assignment. Okay, so valid ID. Examination fee of 500. Okay, so valid ID po, dapat po merong, of course, merong kayong name, merong birthday, merong signature, merong address, no? Kapag some of this information is missing, dapat po meron din kayong kopya ng inyong birth certificate just in case, no? Just in case meron silang hanapin, merong kulang yung inyong valid ID. Okay, so examination fee again, that's only 500 pesos. There is no educational attainment sa pagkuha po ng ating civil service examination. You should just be a Filipino citizen, at least 18 years of age, with good moral character, not convicted nor discharged from military, no, have not taken the same test in the past 3 months. Kapag kayo ay nag-take ng civil service, for example, prof level, at after 3 months, magti-take ulit kayo ng CSE. Pero kunwari, ibang level, no, medyo hirapan kayo sa prof level, naligwak kayo, gusto nyong mag-try muna ng sub-prof, pwede po. Basta ibang level, no, within 3 months. Kapag lumipas na ang 3 months, more than 3 months na yung last time na nag-take kayo ng CSE, pwede na ulit na sumubok at the same level. Okay, now usually, we would suggest to our students, no, kung medyo alanganin yung estudyante, medyo hindi confident yung estudyante na papasa, yung amin pong sinasuggest ay mag-take muna ng sub-prof. Okay, so mauna muna sa sub-prof, and then eventually, kapag ka medyo meron ka ng experience na ipasa mo yung sub-prof, nakita mo yung mga klase ng questions na meron, no, sa test, pwede mong paghandaan ulit yung inyong professional level. Okay? So, kasi mas mahirap, of course, yung professional level. Kaya siya tinawag na professional. So, later, we will see kung ano yung pagkakaiba ng prof level and sub-prof level ng ating CSE. Okay? So, again, these are the different application requirements. All right, examination components. Ito na yung ating pinaka-hinihintay. No? Ano nga ba yung pagkakaiba ng inyong prof level and sub-prof level? No? So you can see this in your table right now sa ating pong screen. Ang inyong pong prof level and sub-prof level, meron pong parehas na mga components. No? As you can see, in English and Filipino, no, both in English and Filipino, meron po silang numerical ability. Okay, so parehas po silang may numerical ability. There's basic operations and there's word problems. Samot-sari pong numerical ability yung mini-measure ng inyong CSE. Lahat po ng klase ng numerical ability, no, there's fractions, there's decimals, may business math, yung mga percentage, yung mga discount, meron po yan. May operation, no? Order of operations, like yung GEMDAS mo, anong uunahin, multiply ba or addition. Meron kang mga exponents, no? So, samut-sari, fractions meron. Okay? So, meron din series, no? Sa inyong numerical ability. Meron din namang probability, kukonting probability. Okay? So, again, numerical ability, basic operations, and word problems, both in Filipino and in English. Meron ding ibang questions in numerical ability that are stated in Filipino. So again, parehas po yung component ng prof level mo and sub-prof level in terms of your numerical ability. Now, another commonality between your prof level and your sub-prof level is verbal ability. Jump po tayo sa verbal ability. No? So parehas sila na may grammar and correct usage. Meron silang vocabulary, meron silang paragraph organization, and there's also reading comprehension. Meron din pong mga recognizing errors, no? Identifying errors. Kailangan mo makita kung saan yung errors. Now, isang pagkakaiba ng inyong licensure exam for teachers at ng CSE, kasi kami medyo master na din namin yung licensure exam for teachers, isa pong pagkakaiba is that yung sa inyong CSE, yung choices nyo are not in terms of letters. So, hindi po A, B, C, D, E, pero 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay? So, numbers po yung nakalagay sa mga choices nyo instead of using A, B, C, D, E na katulad sa mga licensure exam for teachers and other licensure examinations. Okay? So, parehas po sila yung prof level and sub-prof level. Parehas po silang may grammar and correct usage, may vocabulary, paragraph organization, reading comprehension, both in English and Filipino. For example, what's the difference of NG na nang and nang na NANG? What's the difference between din at rin? No? Kasama din po yan sa inyong verbal ability yung Filipino. And of course, samot-sari din na verbal ability in English. Okay? So, vocabulary. Napakahirap ng vocabulary na part sa inyong English, no, sa verbal ability niyo. And so, yung ating pong ginagawa dito, of course, we are going to have drills. If you are a member of our exclusive group, we are going to have drills. And of course, we are going to have classes kada weekends. Okay? Now, Both of these levels are also going to have sa bottom part po ng inyong screen, general information items on the Philippine Constitution, the Code of Conduct, that's RA 6713, the peace and human rights issues and concepts, and environment management and protection. Pero masyadong kukonti na po yung mga items on this. Na? So, mas malaking chunk yung nasa taas. Okay, now, pinaka-difference between your prof and your sub-prof level would be the analytical ability, no, may logic po, analogy and logic sa inyong prof level. There's word association, there's identifying assumptions and conclusions, there's logic, and there's data interpretation. Sa inyo namang sub-prof, wala pong analogy and logic. What it has would be clerical ability, no? So filing, spelling, yung alphabetizing, no? Paano mo i-alphabetize kung last name lamang at first name. What if meron ng designation, may doctor, may attorney? What if meron ng numbers? How would you alphabetize, no, those names? Filing, spelling, all these are part of your clerical ability. So yan po yung major difference ng inyong prof level and sub-prof level. Prof level is going to have your analytical ability while sub-prof level would have your clerical ability. And dahil po sa difference na ito, magkakaiba po yung number of items ng inyong dalawang levels at magkaiba din po yung time allotted for you to take these two levels. Okay? All right. So now, for parts 1 to 3, your numerical ability, analytical ability, and verbal ability for prof level, and sa inyo namang sub-prof level, your numerical ability, clerical ability, and verbal ability, they would compose 85% of your exam components. While part 4, the ones at the bottom, your general information, that's only going to be 15% of your components. Kaya as I've mentioned a while ago, kukunting items lamang po yung general information. Mas maraming items yung nasa taas. Alright? Now, the passing rate is 80%. Ito din yung isang pagkakaiba ng inyong CSE at the LET. Sa LET po, 75% yung passing percentage natin. Sa CSE naman po, 80%. Okay? So, dati 75% yata or dati a long time ago, 70% pa nga ito. Pero now, they've already raised this to 80%. Okay? So, napakahirap nga. Sabi natin na maipasa ang inyong CSE dahil mas mataas yung kanyang passing rate, no? Yung kanyang passing percentage, it's 80% instead of just 75% na pasado sa atin sa Pilipinas. And of course, another common thing between your LET and your CSE, parehas po silang hindi nag-a-allow ng calculator. So wala pong gamit ng calculator, bawal po yung calculator sa inyong examination. Okay, now just to answer, no, Sir Dennis Amparo, alin ang mas mahirap? For me po, the CSE. It's mas mahirap. Ma'am Nor Salam Mamalangkay, Assalamualaikum po. Wala pa pong results yung ating LET October 2022. No? So, malapit-lapit na pero hindi pa po nagre-release ng results until now. Okay, so these are the different examination components of your CSE. We go to the next slide. Examination information. Number of items. For prof level, that's 170 items. For sub-prof, that's 165 items. So there's a difference of 5 items between your prof level and your sub-prof level. Time limit for prof, it's going to be 3 hours, 10 minutes. So you would start from 8 o'clock until 11:10 in the morning. For your sub-prof, it's only 2 hours, 40 minutes. So 8 o'clock until 10:40 in the morning. Okay? So magkaiba yung number of items, magkaiba din yung time limit. Parehas din po sila, merong ang first 20 items would be about yourself, no? So personal information yung first 20 items, then yung questions talaga, no, yung exam proper would start at item number 21. Okay? Now, the time required for pre- and post-examination activities and documentation is approximately 1 hour before and 1 hour after the test proper. Examinees should be at their assigned school not later than 7 a.m. on examination day. Gates of examination venues shall be closed to examinees at 7:30 a.m. Okay, so maaga po no isasara po yung inyong gate. Dapat before 7 a.m. although we would all start no at 8 o'clock, before 7 po dapat nandun na kayo. Okay? So not later than 7 a.m. on exam day. Baka hindi kayo mai-admit no sa inyong examination room at hindi kayo makapag-take ng inyong CSE. All right. Now we go to this very important question. How can I pass the CSE? No? Ano nga ba yung preparation? Ano yung mga dapat natin gawin para po maipasa natin yung CSE? All right. Now, CSE schedule, of course, unang-una, isang pwede nyong gawin ay magpa-member po kayo sa Gurong Pinoy Civil Service na exclusive group. We have our schedule. You can see that on the screen right now. On Saturdays, we are going to have your numerical reasoning and of course, verbal reasoning naman po for your Sundays. Okay, so December 10, we are going to start next Saturday with numerical reasoning. Then December 11, Sunday, verbal reasoning. We are going to have until sessions 5, no? Session 5 of both numerical reasoning and verbal reasoning. Then after that, you'll have analogy and logic, no? For Feb 11 and 12. Clerical 1 and 2 naman for 18 and 19. Okay? Then for Feb 25, 26, we are going to have general information. There's going to be a mock test on March 4th. Then, of course, your final coaching, that's going to be for all weekends of March. So again, I am inviting all of you to become a member of our exclusive group for CSE. Mas po mag-aral dito. And of course, I can vouch na lahat po tayo ay matututo at lahat po tayo ay makakapag-prepare no, sa ating pong civil service examination. So, pwede po kayong mag-send lamang ng message sa ating Facebook page. Ang Facebook page po natin ay Gurong Pinoy. And of course, just send a message para po makapagpa-member po kayo sa ating civil service exam na exclusive group. Okay. Now, these are your coaches no, for math and for English. No? So, numerical reasoning and for verbal reasoning, these are your coaches. No? So, si Coach Faye is for numerical reasoning. She has a PhD in education, majoring in mathematics at the University of the Philippines. Master of Arts niya, majoring in mathematics from West Visayas State University. BS Applied Mathematics naman from West Visayas State University, magna cum laude po siya for her undergrad. Okay? Now, work experience, part-time faculty siya ngayon sa West Visayas State University since August 2021 until present. She used to be the senior high school cluster coordinator in Ateneo de Iloilo from 2017 until 2019. High school faculty, Ateneo de Iloilo, 2015-2016, and project assistant and research specialist of DOST Region 6. Okay, so again, Coach Faye is taking care of our numerical reasoning. Now, for your verbal reasoning, we have Coach Sha. For her education, she has a master's in education for reading from the University of the Philippines, BS Ed English, West Visayas State University, magna cum laude. Work experience, she is the Integrated Basic Education English Program Coordinator at Ateneo de Iloilo from June 2019 up to the present. Okay, High School English Program Coordinator at Ateneo de Iloilo, 2016 to 2019. English Program Team Leader at Ateneo de Iloilo, 2014 until 2015, and English teacher, speaking coach, and school paper moderator. So again, Coach Sha is going to be leading you in your verbal reasoning. So Coach Faye and Coach Sha, you will be meeting them starting next weekend. No? Although we've already started with our reviews. No? So nag-start tayo with some free reviews with Coach Faye and Coach Sha. Okay? But then again, if you'd want to become a member of our exclusive group so that dire-diretso po yung ating panonood, and of course, meron po tayong PDF, no? Just like tonight, after po ng ating orientation, ay makikita niyo po yung ating PDF file and of course the CSE form, your application form, and the rest of pertinent files no, po pwede po ninyong i-download dyan po sa ating group. Okay. Now, Ma'am Fidela Utablet, good evening. Pwede pa pong humabol? Yes po. Mag-send lamang po na message dyan po kung saan po kayo nanonood ngayon. Okay, now these are some other tips for you to pass your CSE. Okay, here are some tips, simple ways through which you can be more prepared for the test. Okay, so unang-una, allot at least 2 hours every day or every night for your review. Huwag lamang pong mag-depend no, sa Gurong Pinoy, sa inyong review center, but syempre, kayo mismo dapat may drive, kayo mismo dapat motivated to also conduct your review every night and or every day, no, at least 2 hours. Okay, so we all know that you spend around the same time watching your TV shows. So what you can do is you turn the TV off, reread your review materials, or rewatch our videos. Now, reading books, watching our videos will be very helpful for the vocabulary part of your exam. Okay, hint number two or tip number two. Focus on the task ahead. Don't let yourself be distracted with the things around you. There are so many things that can distract us, no? There's parties, gimmicks, basketball games. Of course, there's the social media na maaring scroll kayo ng scroll sa inyong Facebook, sa inyong TikTok, no? So lessen the time you spend on your phone or chatting with your friends. You have a difficult task ahead. That's your civil service examination, and you need to be fully prepared. Okay, so focus. That's our second tip. Number three, resolve conflicts in the family, with your friends, or with a loved one. You will be more eager to study if you know that you have everyone's support. No? So wag muna makipag-LQ, bawal muna yung away, no, with your jowa or with a family member or with a friend. Okay? So bawal muna makipag-away. Dapat meron kang peace of mind para of course dire-diretso po maganda ang inyong preparation for your upcoming test. Okay, tip number four. Own this dream of passing the CSE. Really own it. Huwag lamang pong gawin ito para sa inyong parents, to make your parents proud, or for your children. Okay, sa atin pong may mga pamilya na, no? Do this for yourself. Remember that what your mind can conceive, your body can certainly achieve. Okay, so you have to own it. No? You have to manifest it. You have to say that, ako po ay ipapasa ko po yung civil service examination ko, kailangan ko to, this is a boost to my morale, kailangan ko to sa aking career, hindi ko lamang to gagawin para sa aking parents, hindi ko lamang to gagawin para sa aking kids, syempre kasama na yung ating pamilya, but do this for yourself, unang-una, okay? So, you have to be focused, wala munang away, and of course, allot at least 2 hours every day or every night, okay, for your review. All right. Now, number five, above all else, believe in yourself and believe that you can pass the civil service examination. Back it up with prayer, with your effort, and with the guidance of God. You will surely be successful. No? So believe in yourself, believe in God. Of course, prayers are very important, very effective tools for you to pass any obstacle in your life. The late nights, missed teleseries, your sacrifices will all be worth it once you see your name in the list of passers. Huwag po kayong panghinaan ng loob, no? Marami po tayong mga passers na ilang ulit na sumubok at marami din po sa kanila yung mga miyembro ng Team Thunders. So kahit po miyembro ng Team Thunders po, pwedeng maipasa ang ating CSE. Kahit na ilang beses po kayong nag-take na ng CSE po, pwede pong pa rin sumubok. And of course, with the help of Gurong Pinoy po, pwede pong ipasa ang ating CSE. Okay? Now, let me leave you with this story. Let me inspire you with this story. At age 5, his father died. Now, this is about a person. At age 16, he quit school. At age 17, he had already lost 4 jobs. At age 18, he got married. Between ages 18 and 22, he was a railroad conductor and failed. Okay, so whoever this person is, he has gone through so many challenges in life and he has already failed so many times at such an early age. He joined the army and washed out there. He applied for law school. He was rejected. He became an insurance salesman and failed again. At age 19, he became a father. At age 20, his wife left him and took their baby daughter. He became a cook and a dishwasher in a small cafe. He failed in an attempt to kidnap his own daughter, and eventually he convinced his wife to return home. At age 65, he retired. And so as you can see no sa ating pong ditong storya, napakaraming dagok sa buhay na pinagdaanan itong taong ito. Sino kaya ito? No? At age 19, he already was a father. Age 20, separated na. No? Kinuha pa ng wife niya yung kanilang daughter. And nag-attempt siya na i-kidnap yung daughter niya, but he failed. And eventually, the wife returned home. And at age 65, he retired. No? So he was working so hard. At age 65, he retired. On the first day of his retirement, he received a check from the government for $105. He felt that the government was saying that he could not provide for himself. He decided to commit suicide. No? Sabi niya, para saan pa yung buhay ko? No? It was not worth living anymore. He had failed so much in life. Pero alalahanin niyo, no? 65 years old na siya, retired na siya. He sat under a tree writing his will, but instead he wrote what he would have accomplished with his life. Okay, so he looked back and he said, "What would I have? What would I have accomplished with my life?" He realized there was much more than that he had not done. No? So marami siyang regrets. Marami siyang hindi ginawa sa kanyang buhay. There was one thing he could do better than anyone he knew, and that was how to cook. Okay, this was how to cook. So he borrowed $87 against his check and bought and fried up some chicken using his recipe and went door to door to sell them to his neighbors in Kentucky. Remember, at age 65, he was ready to commit suicide. Okay, so at age 65, he realized na marami pa pala akong dapat na accomplish sana, no, na i-accomplish sana sa life ko. But there is one skill that I can do better than most of the people that I know, and that is how to cook. Okay, so what he did was he loaned $87, and he fried some chicken, and he knocked from door to door, selling them door to door in his neighbors in Kentucky. Okay, but at age 88, Colonel Sanders, founder of Kentucky Fried Chicken or KFC Empire, was a billionaire. Moral of the story, it's never too late to start all over. Most importantly, it's all about your attitude. Never give up, no matter how hard it gets. You have what it takes to be successful. Go for it and make a difference. No guts, no glory. It's never too old to dream. Okay? So para ito sa ating mga Team Thunders, no, matagal nang susubok, ilang beses nang nagtatry na maipasa yung inyong civil service examination, ilang beses nang na-fail, ilang beses nang naligwak. Tingnan nyo si Colonel Sanders, no, at age 88, saka siya naging billionaire. Saka siya naging successful, no. At age 65 lamang siya nagsimula. And so, it's never too late. Kayo po siguro nasa 40s, nasa 50s pa lamang. It's you are still not as old as Colonel Sanders. No? So, meron pa rin pong pag-asa. Maipapasa pa po natin yung civil service examination with the proper mindset, with the proper preparation, and of course, with Gurong Pinoy, tayo po ay papasa. Okay? So, please do not give up. If you want to become a member of our team, send a message to our Facebook page. If you are watching us on YouTube right now, punta po sa Facebook and mag-send po na message sa ating Facebook page. That's Gurong Pinoy. If you are watching us on our Facebook page right now, mag-send po na message kung kayo po ay hindi pa member. Now, if you are already a member, all the pertinent also we have, all the videos are going to be in our exclusive group. So every time that we have our schedule, dyan po kayo didiretso sa inyong exclusive group, your CSE exclusive group with Gurong Pinoy. All right? So let's all work together to reach your dream. That ends tonight's orientation for civil service examination. And of course, we will see each other in our classes. The first class, of course, is going to be on Saturday with numerical reasoning, reasoning with Coach Faye. Then that's going to be followed with, or by verbal reasoning naman with Coach Sha. That will be on Sunday. Okay? So again, if you still want to become a member, pwede pa rin po kayong humabol. Mag-send naman po na message sa ating Facebook page. That will be Gurong Pinoy. Again, just send a message to our Facebook page. Good night. And I'll see you in one of these days. Now, I will be handling your analogy and logic, also your clerical reasoning. And so I will see you, and we are all going to work hard to reach your dream of becoming eligibles for civil service examination. Good night. Bye.